Good day everyone, I am Janri Hamulangi together with my teams. So I am a first reporter today. So today we will be discussing all about the K-12 Matatag curriculum. By the way na-discuss na po din ni Sir last time. So this is our learning outcomes. First is explain the purpose and main goals of the Matatag curriculum. Second is identify the key features and differences between the Matatag and the old K-12 curriculum. The third one is appreciate the importance of the Matatag curriculum in developing responsible and well-rounded Filipino learners. So, Matatag curriculum is a revised version of the K-12 program in the Philippines, launched by Department of Education or DepEd in August 2023. So, Matatag curriculum is mao din ni ang bag-ong version ng K-12 program sa Pilipinas. So, it means gitarong nila o gipasimple sa Department of Education or DepEd para mas madali or mas epektibo nga pagtuon sa mga estudyante. So, ang goal should aning Matatag curriculum is to make learning easier and more meaningful by focusing on important or basic skills, making a lesson clearer and more organized, and last is helping student understand subject more deeply. So the Matatag curriculum, Matatag means stand for makabansa, mapayapa, at matulungin, which means nation loving, peaceful, and meaningful. So for example, ani is sa Matatag curriculum is gibawasan nila ang kadaghanon sa mga buluhaton sa usa ka quarter para mas mahatagan og oras ang estudyante nga makatuon og tarong sa kada lesson. So kay itong dati mong good is daghan kayo og buluhaton sa usa ka week, di ba? So but now the focus is on the fundamental skills such as reading, writing, and comprehension para mas epektibo og para mas epektibo ang ilang pagtuon.
Everyone, so today I'm going to discuss to you the key features of the Matatag curriculum. So we have 6 key features of Matatag curriculum. So first, focus on foundational skills. So focus on foundational skills. The curriculum prioritizes developing literacy, numeracy, and critical thinking skills, especially in the early grades. Means guys, ang focus on foundational skills in the first key features of the Matatag curriculum. This focuses on the early grades like example 1 to 3, like first grade to grade 3, and then focus on is ang teachers is more on giving students or pupils time nga magbasa, maghihap-ihap, and then ginatagaan sa teacher ang mga student og enough time ba nga kana ganing mas mahasa ang ilahang reading skills, counting skills, and then ang teachers ani gahatag lang mga basic games like sa math, basic games sa math para mas strengthen ang ilang literacy and numeracy skills before ang teacher mo introduce og another complex lessons. So mo to example sa focus on foundational skills. Next feature of the Matatag curriculum is this what we call streamlined content. It reduces the amount of content and competencies to address the issue of curriculum overload in the previous K-12 program. So what does streamlined content? So in the Matatag curriculum, streamlined content is ang teacher ga-focus lang sa mas importante nga topic. So example kay most of the subject is broad jud kayo siya og kanang tawag na lessons. So instead of katutanan i-lesson niya sa student, ang teacher mag-focus lang siya sa kung unsa ang mas importante nga mabalaan sa mga student, or mas kanang mas important ba nga mas kanang need nga mabalaan sa student kay magamit niya everyday. So example ani, science. So we all know that science is a broad lesson or broad kind of subject nga ang lesson is basta kanang broad jud kay ang kanang iyang coverage nga sa iyang lesson. So in science ang teacher imbis nga ihatong kanang i-topic tanan, mangita lang ang teacher ato, ang ihatag lang sa teacher ato sa student is ang mga important ones like such as weather, the plant topics, and then animals. So ang learners is makasabot og dali, and then kanang mas masabsan nila og maayo kay ila mang ma-encounter ang mga panghitabuan na nga ang kana nga mga topic in their daily lives. So mo tay example sa streamline content. Move on. So the third key features of the Matatag curriculum is what they called a spiral progression. The curriculum utilizes a spiral approach where concepts are revisited and depend in subsequent grade levels, promoting a more thorough understanding. So in the third key features of Matatag curriculum, which they call this a spiral progression. So ang kaning key feature sa Matatag curriculum ga focus niya sa ang students sa grade 1 no makatuon siya og basic addition, subtraction, or even multiplication. Pagka grade 2 ila gyapon nang matunan. Spiral progression means no mo nang ginabalik-balik nila ba or ilang ginabalik-balik ang lessons or ang learning sa students para mas ma-improve ang mastery nila ana nga butang. For example, ang grade 1 makabalo lang siya og addition, subtraction ug multiplication sa grade 1. And then pagka grade 2 ma-master naman to niya kay kabalo naman siya daan sa grade 1 no. And then pag abot niya grade 2, ang teacher mangita og ang ilang topic ana or ilang lessons is more on nga makahatag ang lessons or ang teachers makahatag ana nga lessons para mabalikan sa students to ilahang naagian nga lesson pod or ilahang nabal-an nga lesson sa grade 1. So naga-roll ang kanang ilang learnings. So mo nang ginatawag nga spiral progression. So mo lang to ang buot pasabot sa spiral progression sa key features sa Matatag curriculum. So move on. So we are in the fourth key features of the Matatag curriculum, which is integration of life skills. So ang Matatag curriculum no naghatag aning key features which they called as integration of life skills. It incorporates essential life skills such as financial literacy, disaster management, and digital citizenship. So what does integration of life skills means? So dito sa example no para mas masabtan ninyo unsay buot pasabot atong nabasa nato nga meaning ganiya sa integration of life skills. So ang integration of life skills nga ang buot pasabot ani sa klase ang estudyante ginatudluan or makabalo ang estudyante unsaon pag-budget sa ilang allowance. Mo ti ginatawag nga financial literacy. And then also ginatudluan sila nga gina-practice ang unsaon pag unsay buhaton pag naay kalamidad nga linog. Mo ti ginatawag nga disasters preparedness. So integration of life skills. Moro to natural ka simple ang ilahang gina-promote no or ilahang gusto nga ipaabot sa mga estudyante nga mabalaan nila basic life skills pero dako ang katabang sa ilaha no. So mo to buot pasabot sa integration of life skills ang mga estudyante ginatudluan or maka-learn gikan sa eskwelahan og mga skills para sa ilahang self or para makabalo sila unsaon pag-protect silang self in times of mga disasters, and then pag-budget silang allowance nana. So mo tong buot pasabot sa integration of life skills.
Hi, my name is Hanebe Lopez and this is the continuation of Intan Reports. So, holistic development. Ibig sabihin nito, hindi lang puro academics o kaalaman sa libro ang tinututukan ng matatag kurikulum. Layunin nito na matulungan ang mga estudyante na umunlad ang social, emotional, cognitive skills pati na rin ang physical health at positive attitude. Halimbawa, kapag may group activity, natututo ang mga bata makipag-cooperate, makinig sa opinion ng iba. Hindi lang basta magaling sa test, kundi marunong ding makisama at may magandang asal. Pangalawa ay second century skills. Ito naman ay nakatuon sa mga kasanayan at kailangan ng mga mag-aaral sa panahon ngayon, tulad ng critical at creative thinking, collaborative at problem solving. Halimbawa, kapag may project na kailangang lutasin ang isang problema sa komunidad, natututo ang mga estudyante mag-isip ng solusyon, gumawa ng plano, at magtrabaho bilang isang team ng mga kakayahang mahalaga sa tunay na buhay. Third is reduce content. Ang matatag curriculum ay binabawasan ang dami ng aralin para hindi ma-overload ang mga estudyante. Mas pinili ng ang mga importanteng paksa para mas maintindihan ng mabuti. Halimbawa, sa halip na maraming topics sa science na halos hindi na matatandaan, mas tinututukan na lang yung mga konseptong talagang may connection sa araw-araw na buhay gaya ng kalusugan o kalikasan.
So good day everyone, this is Arlo Jayan Librea and I am the last reporter of the group. So now let's proceed to focus on foundational skills. So this change signifies a shift from a potentially overcrowded curriculum to a more concentrated one, particularly in the early grades, which is the kindergarten to grade 3. So the Matatag curriculum prioritizes literacy and numeracy, the absolute building blocks of all future learning. So instead of um, introducing a large number of subject or topic superficially, it dedicates more time and resources to ensuring that every student achieve mastery in reading, writing, and basic arithmetic. Now, an example for this is instead of rushing to cover topics like a complex fractions in grade 3, the curriculum ensures that a grade 1 students can read a simple paragraph fluently and with comprehension, and that's literacy. And a grade 2 students can add up and subtract two-digit numbers confidently and solve a simple word problems, and that's numeracy. Now, the previous K-12 program was criticized for having too many competencies, leading to shallow learning and a significant percentage of students struggling with fundamental skills. So by focusing, the Matatag curriculum aims to correct this, ensuring a solid base that prevents learning gaps from widening as students progress. Now, the spiral approach. So, the spiral approach is a method of curriculum design where key concepts are introduced early and then revisited repeatedly over successive years, each time at a higher level of complexity and details. So, meaning, instead of teaching a topic once and moving on, the Matatag curriculum ensures concepts are taught, reviewed, and expanded upon. So, for example, a student might learn basic addition in grade 1, then revisit it to learn carrying and regrouping in grade 2, and then apply it to solve word problems and learn multiplication, division in later grades. So, um, for examples, si grade 1 student, nag-learn siya og basic addition. So, in grade 2, iya tong i-revisit and then pero while nagkataas ang iyang grade, nag-add up ang level, so madungagan pud ang complexity nga iyang ma-learn. So another example for this is ang grade 1 students are introduced to the concept of fraction through practical example like mag-cut siya og pizza or an apple into half and quarters. So in grade 2, i-revisit to nila ang fraction, then learn to add and subtract proper fraction. Pero same ra gyapon, pero nagkaanam-anam lang siya og kalisod. Then the fundamental idea of a fraction spirals back, but the depth of knowledge and skills required increases each time. So while nagkataas ang iyang um, while nagkataas ang iyang level, nagkaanam pod og kalisod. Muna siya ang spiral approach, or napo tay ginatawag na spiral progression, which is from simple to complex. Now let's proceed to integration of life skills. So this is a significant move to ensure education prepares students not just academically but also for practical life and societal rules. So here, the curriculum deliberately weaves essential practical skills into various subject areas. Now, these skills go beyond traditional academic subject and can include financial literacy, critical thinking in daily situation, responsible use of technology, environmental awareness, and even basic practical skills. So, for example, financial literacy in math lesson. So instead of purely abstract math problem, the teacher integrates a real world scenario that requires a life skill. So for example, imong i-ask ang students, like i-relate mo siya sa real life scenarios. Like for example, si students, ang context is subtraction. Si students kay mag-buy siya og candy sa store, and then naa siya 5 pesos, then ang iyang paliton kay balig 2 pesos lang. So imo siyang pangutan-on kung pila na lang mabilin sa iyang 5 pesos. And that's integrating a real world scenario. So benefit ani kay maka-create siya of well-rounded functional individuals by integrating these skills. Si students may mo siyang better dili lang siya academically but also in real world mga problems, mga complexity na mga challenges gawas outside the classroom. So and then students are better equipped also to navigate real world challenges, make informed decision, and also makakontribute siya positive to the community, to her communities. So now let's proceed to emphasis on holistic development. So holistic development means nurturing every dimension of the learner, not just the intellectual or cognitive aspect, but also nurturing the whole student, mind, body, and emotion. It means tanan na ni siya. Dili lang siya nag-focus cognitively, but also sa iyang body and emotions, iyang characteristics, and all. So, for example, a grade 4 class is working on a group project to build a model of local landmark. So one student, Leo, is struggling to agree with his teammates and is getting visibly frustrated and quiet. So sa previous curriculum, kaya nag-focus man sa academics, so si teacher sa previous curriculum might simply tell Leo's group to finish the model. So kung i-compare na to sa previous curriculum, so si teacher here, iya lang iingon sa group of students na humanon ang ilahang group project. Mag-focus lang siya sa academic output and dili niya directly ma-address ang emotional conflict na ginaatubang ni Leo. While sa matatag curriculum, gina-emphasis man diri ang holistic development. So si teacher here in matatag curriculum, iya sang ipahunong ang task, and then katong wala siya nag-focus sa academic output, but yang ipa-pause for a moment o i-address niya ang emotional needs ni Leo sa students. So, si teacher diri iyang i-check kung asa na frustrate si Leo and all, iyang i-address and i-solve ang iyang emotional needs. So, diri si teacher pwede ra niya ingon kay Leo, the students na I see you're frustrated, and then iyang i-ask, can you tell me what's making you feel this way? And that in that way, the teacher kanang na-address na niya kung unsa ang na-feel ni Leo. Not only focusing sa academic but also gina-focus po nila ang emotional aspect sa bata. So, ang social integration here is the teacher then brings the group together and leads a 5 minutes discussion on active listening and respectful disagreement, giving them a tool to solve the problem themselves. So here, developing social well-being or life skills. Diri kay social. So makipag ano sila by grouping the students, dira makipag socialize sila sa students, group teamwork, ma-develop nila ang ilahang social skills. So, here, the goal here is not to just the students successfully build the model, the academic output, but also, they also learn to manage their feelings on how to work collaboratively. Here, maano diri ang social and emotional sa bata while ilahang ginabuhat ang task. So the curriculum ensures that the teaching these life skills is intentional and integrated part of this lesson. So in matatag curriculum gina make sure nila nga kani tanan is ma-integrate jud siya as part of the lesson. Kay very essential po ni sa students kay magamit ni nila not just in school or academic purposes but also in real life situation. So in conclusion, the Matatag curriculum is about making sure that students learn the right things by simplifying the learning path and building solid basic skills which ultimately prepares them better for college, career, and life. And that would be all. Thank you.